today we start a new chapter, that is chapter 7 of integral, and that is a plus 2 standard chapter. Before we start the chapter, we something try to understand what is integral equations and integration. And generally students, when they start study of the integrals and almost other chapters, they can't go for introduction, and every book they have introduction in the books, and we can't read it because it is so much boring. But in the introduction some points is so much important for for integration for the chapter, that is so much important. And before in the integration, before we start the chapter, we doing something, some points of introduction. That is, first point is that derivation. And what is derivation? Just we define it. That is, the original motivation for the derivation was the problem of defining tangent line of the graph of a function. And you know what is a tangent line? That is this type. I show you that is a tangent line. Okay my friends, and derivation, they define this line, only this line. And now we come from integration, that is a topic of our video. That is, integral calculation is a motivated by the problem of defining and calculating the area of reasoning bounded by the graph of the function. And now you understand what he want to say. That is, any particular region, just like we take it this circle, and we draw a graph, that is y and that is x, and how many area is bounded by the circle we find by the integration, my friends. And integration is so much important in our life, and almost students, they can't, they don't know the use of integration in the science and in our life also. And by this video I understand you what is the importance of integration and what is the use of integration in the science. And that is use of integration in the science. We know that the instantaneous velocity of an object at any instant, then there arises a natural question that, and that is, can we determine the position of the object at any instant? Okay my friends, that is a one question, only one question. And that type, so much questions are arise in the science, that we use integral equations. Okay my friends, and also in the integration, I understand, you understand that I explain integration, what is integration and what is the use of integration. And before it, I also define what is derivation and why. Because it is a simple funda of the integration is that important use of derivation in the integration. And now I show what is the relationship between derivation and integration. Relation between derivation and also integration. My friends, now we take some example, that in the derivation, that is D for derivation and I for integration, we take a symbol, and y is equal to x 10 to the power 2 plus 2x, my friends. And now we derivate it dy by dx, and the derivation is 2x, my friends, plus that is 2. That is a derivation. And now we integrate this equation, that is 2x plus 2, my friends. We integrate it. Now what is comes, that 2x 10 to the power 1 plus 1, that is power 1, and 1 and plus 1, that is 2, by that power is comes in the by, that is 2 plus 2x. Now what will comes, that is x square plus 2x. The same equation. Okay, my friends. Then we say that that is integration is antiderivative. We say that antiderivative. Now one more question is arise, that when we integrate any function, just we integrate 2x plus 2, we integrate it, then what will comes, 2x square by 2 plus 2 plus c. And what is means, what is the c? And I explain in this, that is what is c. First of all we solve it, that is x square plus 2x plus c, that is arbitrary constant. Friends, that is arbitrary constant. And why we take it in the integration? If I explain with the example, I take a derivation of any, that is y is equal to 2x square plus 4x plus 3. I take this type of equation and we integrate it. Then first of all, we derivate it, then dy by dx. What will come? Then 4x, my friends, that power comes in a multiplication, that 2 to the 4x plus, that is 4, and in the derivation constant is 0, my friend. That is a result comes. And now we integrate this equation and see what will comes. Now 4x plus 4, we integrate it, then 4x and 1 plus 1 2 by 2, my friends, plus 4x plus c, 2 to the 4, and that is 2x square plus 4x plus c, that is comes. And you see the equation is y is equal to 2x square plus 4x plus 3, and that c is equal to 3, my friends. That c is equal to 3, but in that integration we can't find it this 3, because in the derivation that is equal to 0. And so we in the integration we can't know that in which equation that is constant is there or not. Then for it we take arbitrary constant. We integrate the function in two conditions. First condition is that the problem of finding a function whenever its derivative is given. Understand? That is, just type, if derivation is given, that dy by dx, that type of equation is given, then we integrate the function. And now, and second is that you I tell you, that is the problem finding the area bounded by the graph. Okay, friends, we find the area bounded by the graph. We integrate the function. We find the area by the integration. Okay, my friends, now we start the chapter. Before we start the chapter, some formulas are there, and that is, you see in the book, that is page number 290, and that is a mathematics books of plus 2. This is plus CBSE pattern book, and these are the formulas. One portion is derivation and second is integration, and you see that these are the reversible process. And if you integrate any function, you must learn these formulas. And after it, we go to the chapter.